Hello and welcome to the Magnificent Abundance Manifestor, and my name is Sabrina. So hello everybody, it's been a while, so I'm happy to be back with you. Today the theme that I'm going to approach is called the fire of truth and healing the core wounds. So as I mentioned to you before, I have been going through my own 10-month program, and it's been quite intense. And currently I am in the phase 3 that is called the fire of truth. What does it do? So truth, as I mentioned in my sales page, has a particular energy to it. It's a very strong energy that is going to strip away the lies and make you face situations, circumstances, and yourself that are going to lead you to the core of you. And this is what then leads to healing the core wounds. Meaning, it might not make sense initially what I'm saying, but for those who've been following for a while, you might, but bear with me. So, is healing for everybody? Well, yes and no. I had friends over the weekend who asked me, can we heal ourselves? And I said to him, well, yes, to a degree, to an extent. You can reach certain level by yourself, but then there are some deep underlying core patterns that you might have, and you need to dig very deep in order to undo what was done that doesn't serve you, or to heal the parts of you that are so affected, so wounded, that comes from a very, very deep place. And for that, you need expertise. So that's the first part. The second part is it depends on what you want to achieve. As in what results you want to have in your life, whether you want to feel better in your skin every day, whether you want to have that sense of peace with yourself, or whether you want something more specific in terms of tangible output, results that you want to have in your life. So based on where you want to go, there will be stuff in the way that needs to be addressed, and that's where the healing happens, because there are part of you that are wounded and energetically are pushing away what you want instead of attracting it, and that will show up as the way you think, the way you show up. And you've heard a lot of people say that your energy will speak for itself before you. So whatever your energy is, your reality is going to be the reflection of the nature of your energy. Now, when it comes to that deep transformation that you want, if you want to a certain specific outcome in your life, you will have to shift your energy to get there. And how do you shift your energy? Yes, you can think differently, you can say things differently, you can have a different perception, but that's at the superficial level. There is a deeper level, a core wound that is there, that initially has originated the current situation where you're in. And by healing what is hurting you at the core, this is how you're going to change your life in a sustainable manner, and in a very deep way. And there is no script that we'll have to say. There will be no. It's going to come naturally from yourself, because once you heal that part of you, it's like you're going to get back to your core, to yourself, to your core self. And that is what this phase 3 is about. So It can be painful because you will have to face parts of you that you don't want to look at, that are painful to deal with, and that your subconscious even blocked because it was traumatic. It can be an event that traumatized you, or something that hurt you so deeply that changed forever the way you see life or you handle yourself. But in order for you to progress, we have to go back to where it hurts and really do what I call, some deep soul surgery there. And that is usually where the challenge is when you go through healing, because you have to face a lot of painful stuff. And that can be, as I talked about, it can be very triggering, and it can be very painful. And it's like these zones of turbulence when you're in a plane and then it shakes you everywhere. But when you're in a plane, you're told, don't worry, it's going to be temporary. You have to go through this and then it's going to stabilize. So this is the same thing. When you go through healing, there is at some point where we're going to go so deep, it's going to trigger you quite a bit, and then your body will have to heal, because we will do some deep surgery there, and then there will be a time for the body to recover and to adjust back to the new level of energy, the new frequency. And that is an experience that all of my clients have been through, where you can have doubts whether you're going to get what you deeply desire, because oftentimes you can be completely lost during that process, that you don't even know what you want anymore. So this is the time where you need to trust the process. You need to keep going and trust your intuition and believe that you're going to get through this journey or this process. So today I went very quick, very deep, so I didn't prepare you for this deep explanation. I hope I didn't lose you, or might actually, I might have. But I thought it was important to talk about that specific part, because healing happens by layers. Because let's say you have a certain reality that you find painful, difficult, and something that you don't like. So then you need to look at why this is happening and look at what is causing this. So you have to go to work through the various layers of pains that you've been carrying, so that we get to the root. But if we do it at once, it would be too hard, too painful, too traumatic. So we have to do it gradually. And that is something to bear in mind when you are experiencing a deep transformation. Deep transformation doesn't happen overnight, even though people might perceive it that way. When you show up one day completely transformed, completely different, that everything is working out for you, what they don't see is what happened, in the background. So last time when I did my last live, the keyword that came for me to give to you was resilience. It's about keep going through whatever you need to go through to get to the other side. And the other side is feeling deeply happy inside yourself and have your energies balanced, have your sense of well-being, no longer feeling anxious or devoured by all of the fears and anxieties that you might carry inside you. So today, that was what I wanted to talk about. It was not as light as usual, I assume. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm going to come for my Q&A this week. I will give you the date probably later today. It's in my private group. Feel free to join. If you have any question, post it in my private group. And on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you and wish you happy manifesting. Bye.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel, share, like and put a comment under the video. Bye and happy manifesting!